Welcome to Parallel Universe. For anyone who grew up watching television in the 1980s, Jennifer Runyon was one of those faces that felt like a permanent fixture. Warm, natural, and genuinely magnetic on screen, she seemed destined for a long and significant career. Then she vanished. No scandal. No dramatic exit. Just silence. And the mystery of what actually happened to her has quietly lingered in the corners of Hollywood history for decades. Now the full picture is finally coming together. And it is not an easy one to sit with. Jennifer Runyon was born on April 1, 1960, in Chicago, Illinois. Her early Hollywood credits moved quickly and promisingly. She appeared in The Fall Guy, had a memorable role in Ghostbusters alongside Bill Murray in 1984, and became a familiar face on Charles in Charge as the warm and likable Gwendolyn Pierce. She was talented, consistent, and exactly what the decade seemed to want. But the decade ended. And what replaced it had very little room for her. The early 1990s were brutal for actresses whose careers had been built on the wholesome energy that defined 1980s television. Tastes shifted sharply. The roles dried up. And Jennifer, rather than chase a career that was no longer chasing her back, made the quiet decision to step away entirely and build something different. What she built carried far more weight than anything Hollywood had prepared her for. She married and started a family, stepping completely away from the entertainment industry. But that private life brought serious health challenges that arrived without warning and without mercy. Financial pressures made those health struggles significantly harder to navigate. And grief, the deep, reorganizing kind, arrived in the form of personal losses that left marks no camera would ever capture. There was no single dramatic moment that explained the disappearance. Just a quiet accumulation of hardship that arrived after the cameras stopped rolling and stayed long after most people had stopped wondering where she went. What makes Jennifer Runyon's story particularly difficult is not the tragedy itself. It is the invisibility of it. Hollywood celebrates its stars on the way up with extraordinary enthusiasm. It rarely notices what happens to them on the way down. And Jennifer Runyon's story is a reminder that the faces we welcomed into our living rooms every week were real people carrying real lives that the credits never showed. She has spoken in rare interviews about faith as the thing that carried her through the darkest stretches. And in those moments, the warmth that made her so compelling on screen has never once disappeared. The mystery is solved. But the answer is a quiet one. And the truth behind it deserves far more attention than it has ever received.